Hey guys, welcome to my monthly meal plan. If you haven't joined me for these in the past, I use a meal plan called Clean Food Dirty Girl, which gives me 5 dinner recipes for a week that are whole food, plant-based, super healthy, super delicious, and you batch cook for about 3 hours on the weekend and have meals close to ready to go for the whole week because they're pretty big portions. They last me a whole week. The first week that I am doing for this month is #lentil love, which is lentil mushroom meatballs. So not really meatballs, but you get the idea. A Moroccan pilaf bowl, black-eyed pea stew with avocado toast and cabbage steaks. The cabbage steaks did not end up getting eaten because my stove actually broke, my oven broke at the end of that week, which is a huge bummer, but oh well. I go through and I fill in my groceries for the entire week, and as I go through, you'll see I add the dry ingredients and the frozen ingredients for the entire month to this list, and then I go week by week and fill in the fresh produce for each week. I like to stock up and have the majority of my groceries covered already for the month at the start of the month, and to have one big grocery shopping trip at the beginning of the month, and the rest of them are shorter, easier trips. The one issue with this shopping list, which is from the Steadfast Overscattered Planner, which there are links to in the description box, there is too small of a produce section and other sections that are way too big, but that's because I eat whole food plant-based. If I was eating a more standard diet, it would probably balance out a little better. One way I distinguish between the weeks is changing the color of the pen that I use. I use Staedtler pens, and that way when I need to repeat an item, I don't get confused and think I already have it covered. I realize, oh, I need some for this week and for that week, so I need to get 2 or 3 or 4 or however many of the item I need. The next week, I am doing the #GetLucky plan. This was the meal plan for New Year's Eve, the week of New Year's Eve, and it was meals that were representing being lucky going into the new year. So it was Tiger personal pizzas, a curry lentil salad, a cabbage soup with cornbread, Swiss cheese fondue, and an orange broccoli stir fry. This is where I fill in on the dashboard layout the ingredients for that week that need to be fresh. There's always something super satisfying at looking at my produce list and seeing the items in my cart, seeing them on my counter as I'm loading them into my fridge, and just knowing that I'm fueling my body with super healthy, super nutritious food that is helping my body instead of hurting it. And this is where I go back and I fill in the dry ingredients and the frozen ingredients that I can buy in advance and just have ready to go in my pantry. The great thing about doing this also is if I change my mind in a week, I have all the supplies for every single meal plan I want to make that month, so I can switch up just the produce I pick up and rearrange the order of my meals. The next week that I had planned was Eat All the Plants. There was a plant-powered fajita bowl, a lemony quinoa soup that was super yummy, a creamed kale loaded sweet potato, and a cheesy pinto bean burrito, and then a soba noodle creamy avocado pasta. Sometimes I'm unsure of whether or not I have the items stocked up in my pantry, so I write them down just in case, and I'll usually put a little question mark next to it to make sure that I check before I purchase more of that item. I also need to get better at the habit of before I place my order or before I go to the store that I double check I have all my spices and all of my other like vinegars and sauces and ingredients like that covered, because I might be running low and then I realize while I'm in the middle of cooking that I don't have enough soy sauce to last me for the rest of the day. It's never a happy moment when I realize that. I can usually find ways to substitute, but sometimes I just have to run to the store again, and that is a waste of time. So beforehand, I definitely also recommend going through and taking stock for if you have enough to last you the rest of the month, because I try to avoid going to the store more than once a week. I'm terrible at actually succeeding at that, but I try. Last week of the meal plan for my month is #cruciferous. It is curry roasted cauliflower collard wraps, tofu and broccoli stir fry over brown rice, a buffalo chickpea bowl, eggplant and chickpea paprikash, and a dirty Buddha salad bowl. Now for this week, Lax and I have been sort of missing the carnivore diet, so there were a couple items that he doesn't really like on this menu, so I subbed out, instead of cauliflower, it is turkey, ground turkey, curry roasted ground turkey collard wraps, which were much tastier. And instead of eggplant and chickpea paprikash, it was just chicken and chickpea, and I was able to just sub in the alternate ingredient. I changed how I cooked the turkey. I just fried it in a pan instead of roasting it in the oven, but it was a super easy way to adapt it to my carnivore diet and keep us on track overall with our health and stay on track of the meal plan. So that is it for this meal planning video. I really like this system of grocery shopping in advance, which I actually got the idea from the woman who developed this page that I'm writing on from Steadfast over Scattered. So there is again a link below if you are interested. It is part of a complete planner, which is kind of pricey, but I'm sure you can find similar layouts if you look for them, or you could just create one of your own in a bullet journal setup. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and let me know if you have any video requests.